welcome back. Trinidad and Tobago senior men's and women's beach volleyballers have been dealt a major blow in their quest for a spot in the Tokyo Olympics. TNT was due to compete in the Nausicaa Beach Volleyball Championships, but this has been quashed because of the viral outbreak. So under the national volleyball structure, how are the clubs which are producing these players coping? With us now is Dion Hutchinson, the head coach of the most successful club in last year's local volleyball competition, Westside Stars. Dion, thanks so much for speaking to us.
Hello, good night, good night.
Yes, hi Dion, nice to have you on with us here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So just to react to that particular story itself, the beach volleyballers getting that blow and not able to compete. Certainly, just like them, all of the volleyballers in TNT are feeling the hurt right now.
Yeah, so literally, it's been a scenario where it's not really safe to travel, so they are literally wasn't able to participate in the international tournament. And literally, the virus is more, it's better to be at home and safe than to go out and participate in sport at this time.
Yeah, it is definitely so. Now, at home here in Trinidad and Tobago, all of the volleyball courts have been turned virtually into ghost towns.
Yeah, so we took a decision about approximately 3 weeks ago to cancel our volleyball training sessions. We just recruited approximately 15 new members. They were training and the training was really, really going good. We had training sessions going on 4 days a week at the Martin North Secondary School. And we were getting ready to take part in a number of local tournaments here in Trinidad. And we just decided that for safety, we decided to stop training. We also had an international tour to the US, to New York. We also took the decision about a month and a half ago to cancel that trip. I mean, parents would have lost monies and so forth, but I mean, safety comes first.
Yeah, it certainly does. Now, you've told us a lot there, so let's start with the team itself. Now, your team had an outstanding year last year, winning a host of titles. Tell us a little bit about the success of your team last year.
Well, 2019 was an awesome year for us. I mean, every year is really good to us because every year the athletes are the ones who made the commitment along with myself, along with other sponsors. My company actually sponsored the actual volleyball team, the executive taxi service. And we actually put in a lot of work. We put in at least 500 hours of training to get ready for a national league. 500 hours of training is a lot for a size 15. And we in 2019, what we did, we went to the community female category, and that was seen after the year changed. We ended up with, in the development category, the females, we ended up with second place under 16, second place in the under 18, second place in the under 20, and second place in the open category female. We also cut the tournament, the Super League A division and Super League B division in the women. The only tournament that we didn't won was the Premier Division, which was, we didn't decide to take part in that tournament, but we allowed our athletes to play with Toko, and Toko played second in the Premier Division. So it was really outstanding performance by our club and players, and we were looking forward to 2020 and getting those 500 hours in, but of course, COVID had other decisions to make for us.
Yeah, certainly it was decided for you. Now, coming out of that wonderful season last year, what actually happened was that you had a flood of new recruits coming in, but now they've been left disappointed.
Yeah, so the new players, the new grass, we got at least, but what happened with our club is like a family. So all our members that just took part in development tournaments, who are definitely school students, and some of them, some older students, they invited all their friends and family. We did a big membership drive. We got about 53 new members, most of them being ages of 13 and 14, really tall athletes that would have no info but make the national under 16 and under 18 female team. But again, with the virus coming on board, that's the journey shut down our training sessions. We are going to start back up doing something online soon because we need to keep the players active and engaged, and loving volleyball.
Yes, so you're exploring the option of online training for your players.
Of course.
Yes. And how are these plans shaping up?
So what we actually trying to do is we're a Zoom account, and then from where the players Zoom account, we're going to have some training sessions with physical, and we're going to have some training sessions with volleyball. We're going to use other stuff besides volleyball. We're going to use football. We're going to use netball, any sort of ball. We also are going to also show the athletes how to make their own ball using a cloth and some stuffing. And we're going to make volleyballs and we're going to keep those touches going.
Now, you also told us earlier that there was a tour that your team would have organized, and several people had put money into this already. Now, this has been lost because of COVID-19. What's going to happen to that? I'm sure these parents would, of course, want to get recover that.
Yeah, so we are in the process this month, and we are going to pay out all the money that we have remaining. Of course, we will have spent money already, some of the funds already in the tour. Plan the tour because the tour was planned since last year, September. So, I mean, we will have spent some money already and we're going to refund parents. I would say close to 80% of the money that they invested. But it's going to leave parents that are shortfall, and we hope to either do a volleyball tournament or some kind of fundraiser event or some kind of activity where we can get some sponsorship so we can kind of get back those funds for parents. We don't plan to just let it go down the drain. So we plan to get back those funds, some of the others to get the parents. So we're going to refund 80% of the money that they put out back to parents this month and coming in.
So you've given us a very good insight into how clubs, how your club in particular is struggling with the advent of COVID-19. What are you hearing from the other clubs out there, and how are they struggling to cope now that the virus has come, everything has come to a standstill?
Well, there were a lot, as I said, there's a lot of club tournaments and activities gearing for 2020 becoming 2019 was a very exciting year. I must take the opportunity to congratulate Damian Stewart and his team in terms of hosting a good national league. It was very, very exciting. It had a lot of banter, I would say, everybody wanted to win. A lot of clubs came out. But because of the COVID-19, two clubs that were particular was hosting tournaments, which would have been Glamorgan. They would have had a tournament over the Easter weekend. That tournament had to be cancelled or postponed. Challengers Volleyball Club also had a tournament. Similarly, they would have been postponed. UWI had a tournament. All these are tournaments that we were going to take part in. UWI was going to have a tournament in May. That is so far has been postponed also. So we just waited for the COVID-19 to see how best we could reschedule hopefully these tournaments so we could participate at the different tournaments. The Volleyball Federation, however, they just finished the registration process for the club. And I believe most of the clubs would have registered. Even if there is an international national volleyball federation tournament this year, we opted out of that tournament this year to allow other teams to get some success. And we are going to focus on development and send our athletes to the national team.
Now, do you see a situation emerging, Dion, as the head coach of the Westside Stars team? Do you see a situation where clubs might actually go under, disappear as a result of the lack of sponsorship, which will come after COVID-19?
Definitely. Clubs are run basically out of the pockets of most coaches with a few sponsors on board and that kind of thing. And it's definitely, for example, a business like mine. I'm a service on a current, if my business don't really pump money into the sport, into volleyball, my club would not be able to function. So I think that coming out of the COVID, some clubs will not be participating in tournaments also. Some clubs are literally going to be faced with a lot of financial burden. And it's really and truly based on the love and passion from the athletes now to now invest in their clubs to keep it going.
Yeah, certainly. Now, would you want to see government getting involved here when we eventually clear out of this difficult time? Of course, there's a lot still to happen during this period, but would you want to see government get involved to get sports and volleyball in particular back on its feet?
Yeah, well, as you know, I was telling Ministry of Sports for approximately 10 years, and the government interaction with all sports is very much needed. I would say that as a result of many things that transferred to the Ministry of Sports, most of the programs, to the community outreach programs, have been crashed for a number of years now, being based on the economy and all of that. But now with the COVID-19, it's going to further put sport in a backward position. I mean, the effect of lack of sport and lack of clubs fueling new athletes for the greater good of Trinidad. If you find that happening less, then you're going to find Trinidad in whole is going to have less successes in terms of the Olympics Well, I think programs like that will help jumpstart sports after the COVID-19 to get ready for people to feel energized and want to take part in sports again.
Well, Dion, thank you so much for joining us here on the air and just sharing your story of your club and, of course, what's happening locally in
You're most
volleyball.
welcome, man. Thanks for having me.
Thanks very much. Speaking to Dion Hutchinson, the head coach of the West Side Stars, the most successful club last year in local volleyball. Very interesting picture has emerged. All of the sports are struggling and everyone is feeling the hurt. And certainly it's a difficult situation, but as the messages come through loud and clear, please observe all of the guidance from government. Now, also thank